Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is Tolu Sarah Johnson, and we're going to do an interview with someone in heaven, and I don't know who it is, but Tolu knows who it is, and she's led by the people here in heaven, and I hope you enjoy it. Those people who regularly listen, those people who regularly listen and write comments, I really appreciate you. God bless.
Amen. Yeah. What are we speaking to today? My God, I welcome you, my darling treasure. Jesus, Holy Spirit, I welcome you all. And of course, I welcome the inhabitant of earth and heaven, and I welcome my darling husband, Ben. And who else do I need to welcome? I welcome you, June, Diana, Sharon, Daniel, and all
Stephanie.
the crews. And all the crews, I welcome you. Bethany, I welcome you specially. And I welcome all Matthew's wives as well. Oh my God, the list of my welcome is getting longer and longer and longer. Yeah, because I'm excited today. So, what am I speaking to today? Today is a special conversation for me. Relax, casual, because I will be speaking to Emmanuel and Vanessa together today. What do you think, Matthew?
Oh, well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be. Emmanuel, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for you, Mum. Have you got any good questions for me?
Any good question? I'm not sure whether they are good. I'll wait for what you think. But before we dive into the question at all, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you happy today?
Oh, yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. I
Uh,
am happy.
that's good. I'm glad you're happy. You wake up in a happy mood. When did you decide to interview me?
Since yesterday night, Matthew, Emmanuel, since yesterday night. Yeah. But I'm going to speak to you and Vanessa. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Your voice looks so calm, Emmanuel. Is it you or Matthew?
Uh, one of us.
I think it is Matthew. Matthew is still waking up. So thank you, Emmanuel. So you're doing well, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Mum.
Ah, that's good. What about Vanessa? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Mum. I'm staying
Out of trouble.
post,
Oh,
staying
I thought,
post.
I thought you wanted to say I'm staying.
Yeah, Matthew cut me off. Well, I cut Matthew off.
You knew what he was going to say.
Yeah,
I'm staying out of trouble.
yeah,
My God,
stayed out of trouble. That's
that's
his
Matthew's.
regular vernacular.
Yes, that it is vernacular. He loves that. He used to say radio. He's not saying radio in a while now to me. Radio, we've not heard of that in a long time, Matthew. So, yeah, that's good. So, Vanessa, what is it like being Emmanuel's wife?
It's drudgery.
Drudgery. What?
Yeah,
In what way?
I just feel like I'm swimming through mud. Hard to pick up my hands and hard to pick up my feet, and it's just slogging away. You like that?
Yes, I do. I
Perhaps you can
do.
write a song, Swimming in Mud. Vanessa sings to Emmanuel.
Yeah, you need to. You need to, Vanessa. So have you answered my question, Vanessa? I'm still waiting.
Yeah, it's good life with Emmanuel. It's he pleases me. The things he does, he includes me in what he's doing, and we
That's good.
have co-leadership and he's he's modelled his life on yours. That he he allows me to speak up and direct
Wow.
things, and he allows me a free rein, and
Yeah.
he's not oppressive and not like a male that needs to control things, but
Yeah.
he asks for my input and my advice, and he simply does the things that I desire before I even ask him.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's so interesting because a lot of men think they need to oppress a woman. So it's so good that Emmanuel gives you your voice because that's one thing that Ben never took away from me because I could be very argumentative and I could be very outspoken. So, but he knew how to manage that really well without silencing me. So I'm grateful for that. So it's good that Emmanuel is doing the same.
You
Wow.
you sang that in your song today, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I did.
He didn't stop your spark.
No,
What was the song called?
I think you've got the title right. It's this song, You Protected My Spark.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that is the reason I could do this.
yeah, that's good. I'm happy about that.
That's Matthew speaking. I'm happy about that. That's good. Matthew. Ah, let Vanessa speak. We're not one sentence. We're not doing one sentence responses today, okay? Do you think Matthew shut you guys in sometimes?
What's that?
Does Matthew shut you guys in sometimes, not allowing you guys to speak?
He's in a funny mood today.
Well, he's always in a funny mood, but we just
No,
got to
he's
get
not
the
always
job
in a
done.
funny mood.
Oh, he's always in a funny mood. Please. Oh my God. Oh, how many times? If Matthew is not tired, it's in a funny mood. If he doesn't have the grace to do something, it is always something. Matthew, sometimes you run me crazy. But
Yeah,
I just need to put myself together. So, Vanessa, when you encounter God for the first time, what surprised you?
he's questions.
Mm,
His questions that he had for me. He cared about my life I lived uh, before I suicided and the treachery I went through. He asked me all about it.
wow.
He asked me in a loving way that didn't cause so many tears to come, but it was,
Wow.
you know, really interested in what I went through. He wanted to
Wow.
hear my side of the story, and he asked it in a gentle way. But I still cried. I still had
Mm,
emotions of what I've been through, but he was soft and gentle with his approach, and he made sure not to condemn my parents and speak bad of them or speak ill of them. But
that's good.
he assured me that that's the way the enemy trains his people, and they were just doing what they were told, and they believed in that way of life. And
Wow.
we had a good conversation, several conversations about my life, and
Wow.
it really surprised me that he wanted to talk about that. I thought he'd want to talk about my relationship with him and growing with him, but he started from the beginning.
Wow. That is so personal. That means he really, really cares.
Yeah. He
Wow.
cares about the full story in a person's life. He doesn't
Yeah.
just care about what's happening right now. He wants to know the foundation and the core and the foundation of things. And he wanted to know that in my life. And then we talked about my life and what I'm doing now. And he talked about the future, the things I can do in the future. And like Matthew shared, God is developing a prophetic gift and he's becoming a prophet. And so he was speaking about things in my future, things that he could see, things that he could envision me doing in the future. And it's very
Wow.
exciting and very enjoyable to hear what I'm going to get up to.
Wow. It's so beautiful, Vanessa. The fact that he was able to present your parents as well in a positive light because he understands where they're coming from that you might never have known. That was really beautiful, isn't it?
Uh, God is uh, God is the God that understands things. He
Mm.
understands your past, your present, your future. He understands your limitations. He understands your weaknesses. He understands your strengths. He understands everything. And as he wakes up, he's becoming more and more prophetic and more exciting and powerful.
Wow. That is so beautiful,
So I
Vanessa.
imagine everyone's having that sort of experience with him. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, they won't need a prophet in their life if they meet with God regularly because he's certainly up to the task. And, you know, Bob, I spent some time with Matthew's father and he prophesied things in my future and in my life, and they perfectly aligned with what God was
Aligned with what
sort
God
of
said. Wow.
reinforced what God had already said.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Emmanuel treats, Bob as like a grandfather, and so it was really good to have a man speak into my life, and especially good that many of the things were confirmation. There's some things different, and I
Mm.
took note of those things, but it was good to have confirmation.
Wow. So basically, this new God is different from the God you knew before.
Well, we didn't know, we didn't know the God before. He was so shut down and shut off. So it's hard to compare because it's like comparing. Well, it's like comparing Matthew on a good day and Matthew when he's depressed or sad or tired. Two different Matthews.
And which one do you think I experienced most?
You experienced a good one. Uh,
Mm-mm-mm. That's Matthew speaking there.
you
I
experienced,
experienced.
you experienced a really alive, uh, giving all the good information, Matthew.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I experienced the complaining, the moaning Matthew. Mm. I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. We've not heard of that in a while now because I said that word itself is banned. So in a way, I think he remembers. He's not really said he's tired. So he just uses another word. I'm in a funny mood. Matthew is crazy with all of his excuses. Isn't it, Matthew?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I just
We
love you
don't
the
say
way
this
you
in
are,
public.
Matthew.
We don't throw Matthew under the bus in public no more.
Oh, well, I could care
It's
less.
stopped. It's officially stopped.
I could care less, Matthew. You don't want to be thrown under the bus. Be ready for the job without complaining. Then I wouldn't throw you under any bus. But since you keep coming with complaint, you will continue to go under my bus all the time. Vanessa, have you ever had any conversation with Matthew in heaven?
Yeah, of course.
How is he
He
in
really
heaven?
loved me. Remember when I first appeared, I was at
Oh,
Matthew's house. Yeah.
yeah,
He
I
thought that I
remember.
was going to be his daughter, and he was
Yes,
especially happy with me.
I remember. I remember you had this relationship with him where you could tell him what to do. Go brush your teeth. I remember that, and he used to listen to you really well.
Yeah. He
Maybe
brushed
you
his
need to
teeth
come
today.
back.
That's good news. He brushed his teeth today.
Is it first time in the week?
No, he brushed his teeth yesterday too.
So you're doing it every day now, Matthew.
No, not every day, but sometimes I remember.
But you don't want your teeth to be removed, isn't it again? I don't want to hear complaining, yeah, and the nurse wants to remove it. Prevention is better than cure. So stay brushing your teeth. Maybe I can add that to my job description. I should need to be reminding you. Matthew, have you brushed your teeth? Go like I do for my children. I will add you as well to the list now. So thank you, Vanessa.
Are you saying
Wow.
goodbye to me now?
No, I'm not saying bye to you. I'm still coming back. Or have you got a question for me, by the way, Vanessa?
Uh, Matthew wants to know, have you produced that book that you wanted him to read?
I'm not answering Matthew's question. It's Vanessa. I'm asking Vanessa, have you got
That's
any
a
question?
question. That's a question you could have answered.
No. Vanessa, have you got any question?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Matthew always used to sense as the mouthpiece and bringing his own message in the conversation. Oh my God. Manuel, how are you? Again?
Yeah, I'm good.
I will ask you the same question I asked Vanessa. What is it like having Vanessa as your wife?
Yeah, she's very responsive to my desires and my needs and my requests. And she tends to know my requests before I request. She's a bit of she she's a bit of a mind reader.
Well, when you live with someone, you can easily read their mind, isn't it? When you become closer and closer, you understand each other better.
Yeah, she reads minds, but she's a mind reader.
So your mind needs to be pure.
Yeah, I don't think about that. My mind is always pure.
Oh wow, man, don't start. Oh my God, Emmanuel, tell me more. What kind of relationship do we have in heaven?
Uh, you're always ordering me around and telling me what to do.
Are you joking, Emmanuel?
Of course I'm joking.
Because I don't even order my girls around. I'm not that kind of mom.
Not a helicopter mum, huh?
No, I do more for them than they do for me. That's the kind of mom I am. I love to do things for them. Once in a while, I can be tough, but a lot of times they're in charge in a way. So I know Matthew. Sorry, Emmanuel. I won't boss you around, isn't it?
Yeah, probably that's probably the case.
I do not boss you.
Yeah, that's right.
So what kind of relationship what's the dynamic between me and you?
You open up to me and I ask you questions and you tell me the answer to my questions.
Oh, you ask me a question?
Yeah, from time to time.
What kind of question?
Different questions about how you're going and how's dad and how's
Oh,
life with God and how do you feel
oh,
about God and what's
oh,
God
that's
asking you to do
interesting.
lately?
That is interesting. Man, how can I not remember all of this?
Yeah, you respond to me well.
I wish I can remember all my conversations in heaven. My God. Ish. So what do I tell you about God, about my relationship with God?
You told me that you're really close to him and he's telling you things about his life and you're listening and you're growing closer to him and you're learning more and more each day of his
Wow.
limitations and his heartaches and his troubles and what he'd like to change and what he'd like to uh, happen in heaven. Yeah, all sorts of things that he tells you.
Wow.
You should
Wow.
ask him when you're alone with him. Then you'll
You mean
remember.
when I'm on earth?
Yeah,
On earth. Wow. It's it's never occurred to me to even ask that. What are the conversations I have with you when I come to heaven? It's never really occurred to me to ask that. But you're right. My God. That's interesting. So I know a lot more than I think I do know.
yeah, you do.
Wow. What is it like being with your dad now? When I mean dad, I mean God now. I know I know Ben is your dad as well, but what is it like being around him now?
Ben,
Mm, God.
it's really good. He's really good, and he's getting better and better, and he's getting more positive, and he's getting more prophetic. He's understanding who he is. He's understanding people more completely. He's understanding their future and things about them, and he's becoming more of a prophet. And you wouldn't think people would benefit out of God being a prophet, but it's
Yeah.
truly, truly a remarkable thing.
So that means he's always been a prophet, but because he was shut down, people couldn't see that side of him.
Yeah, I think he has discovered that part of him. I think he took Matthew's mantle on, and that he's not tired and hard to talk to anymore. But he hasn't got that part of the mantle.
Matthew has not got that part of the mantle where he's always tired. Is that what you're trying to say now, Emmanuel?
God hasn't got part of Matthew's mantle where he's always tired.
Oh, yes. God is not tired, isn't it? Or can
Yeah,
he be tired
he's
sometimes?
a bit tired when he's depressed. He's supposed to
Oh,
sleep a lot,
oh,
not eat a lot, and not talk a lot. Uh,
wow,
it's, long questions. Yeah, it was quite difficult there for a while.
wow, wow. I think people in heaven need to hear this. Wow,
Yeah, he wasn't the God that you know. He's become a totally different God to the one I grew up with, and I
wow,
really encourage you to go and see this God now more often. And he can handle you coming once a day or twice a day, and he
wow,
got the capacity to be more than a God. He's got a capacity to be your best friend.
my God. How did you manage being a son?
Yeah, it was tough. Jesus had it tough. I had it tough. Jesus was having it tough because he was suffering. Everyone was suffering all around me. And Ben was suffering because Dad was suffering because God was suffering, and Jesus was suffering because God was suffering, and everyone was suffering. And it was just this sad state of affairs, and something had to give. And me and Daniel knew that there'd be an outpouring, and knew that there'd be a revival. We just had to
Wow,
wait for it to manifest. And
wow,
you caught that train to London one day, and you entered through a portal, and the rest is been a change.
Wow. 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 I was supposed to go to London 3 days ago as well, but I said, no, I'm not going to London this time around. And so far, it's 10 hours of me sitting in the train. I'm like, no, I skipped this one. So I hope I've not skipped anything that was supposed to happen in the airport. But I had to skip that journey this time around. Man, that was not a joke, Emmanuel. What you experienced with God.
No, it
But
wasn't pretty. It wasn't easy, but I
my God.
imagine it's wasn't much worse than what Vanessa was dealing with on Earth before she suicided. It was we all sometimes the suffering is more than we can handle, and I
Yeah.
was given the grace to
And the
survive
rest.
and last through it. But certainly happy on this side of the affair. I'm certainly happy on this side of the troublesome times, and I'm happy that Abba is happy. I'm happy that uh, he's uh, he's dealing well, and he's becoming prophetic, and he's starting to enjoy meeting people, and people in heaven are enjoying meeting with him.
Wow. So what
The lead
side of
to the first to the last, from the highest realm to the lowest realm, they're all
yeah.
enjoying themselves meeting with him. And
Wow.
so many of them, after meeting him a few times, have caught on fire and want to study and develop their intimacy with Jesus and start to progress through the realms.
Wow.
You could have told them for years and years just to do certain things, and they wouldn't have done the certain things. They had no motivation, and now
No.
everyone's motivated to progress.
Wow. What side of him still leaves you in awe?
His ability to uh, withstand the suffering that's going on in heaven and going on earth.
Wow.
His ability to weather that storm that's happening.
Wow.
And Jesus, the same, though we haven't seen Jesus recently, but they both weathered that storm on earth
Mm.
in an amazing way.
Wow. It's deep. So now, what part of his personality do you enjoy most?
He's uh, when he's joking, when he's happy, when he's laughing. Uh,
Yeah.
I Not that he has to laugh and not that he has to joke. He doesn't need to do anything to impress me. I'm just happy that he's happy. But it's good to see him reach a stage where he laughs and he's happy.
Mm.
And I enjoy that, but I enjoy him. I enjoy long and thoughtful conversations. I enjoy asking questions and getting long answers and extensive answers. It really was a miracle, him doing God's last days message to his children.
Mm.
That was
Wow.
a miracle to all of us.
Wow.
It was a sign that
Wow.
he was waking up because,
Wow.
he didn't have the capacity to give answers that long.
Wow. 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 I remember he used to start and speak for like 30 minutes at a stretch.
Yeah.
And then I take over. I say mine. Then I ask him questions for maybe an hour more. My God. He did all of that. Please just give me a minute. He did all of that in that sadness.
Yeah, it's a real miracle. That was a sign for me that he was going to wake up soon.
Can't believe it's,
It was like he was, it's like he was speaking in his sleep.
you mean when we're doing the conversation, it's like his sleep is speaking in his sleep. Is that how
Yeah,
you pass?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
When someone speaks in their sleep.
My God. And he still enjoyed it. He wants to come and do this almost, well, will I use the word enjoy? I don't know. I don't know whether he enjoyed it now, hearing all of this, but he endured those conversations.
Yeah, he did.
So how was he able to cope when it became like thousands of conversations happening in heaven every day, where one person is carrying his voice, the other one was asking the question? How was he able to cope? Because that increased. It was not just a conversation we have here. There were more conversations that were building up as well in heaven.
He was having the capacity to do what was ever asked of him, but when you met him face to face, he wasn't too happy.
My God. And he was still able to encourage me in those conversations. He was able to tell me, Tolu, you could speak. I'm here to listen. There were so many things I was able to learn from the conversation without having a clue that it was really sad. Well done. Well done to you guys for supporting him all the way. What value do you think I've added to his life?
You've given him joy, a reason to live, a reason to go on, someone to
Wow.
fight for,
Wow.
a reason to get up in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
A reason to live. Do you mind expanding on that?
He sees things in you, in your destiny, in your future. He sees things that you could guide him and direct him. He sees like a Moses archetype in you that
Wow.
lead him and heaven to the promised land. And
Wow.
you give him hope and a sense of destiny to encourage and be your friend because he knows you are really well led. And, you know, perhaps Daniel could step in and be the person, but Daniel could never be his wife, and Daniel couldn't have the personal aspects. So it's like he's aware that Daniel's guiding you, but you're like a personal person being led by that. So imagine that it's the same as being led by the Holy Spirit, but it would be better to be led by a beautiful wife who's led by the Holy Spirit than just be direct led by the Holy Spirit. So you're sort of leading him, and he loves to look upon you. He loves your relationship. He loves your personality, and he's happy to take his guidance and direction from you.
Wow. It's like you're speaking in another language, Emmanuel, because I'm thinking, is Emmanuel speaking about me? Or are you speaking about somebody else? You know, because that surpasses my level of understanding on earth.
Yeah, well, perhaps you can listen to this one again, Mum, and listen to it until it makes sense. But you know, uh, it's like you're searching the internet and you find someone who explains the gospel, explains the Bible in a way that you've never heard it explained before, and it's captivating and it's really
Yeah.
interesting. And
Yeah.
everything that you've ever heard of is explained really well. And they've got a
Yeah.
Facebook address, and you contact them on Facebook saying, I wonder if I could talk to them. And they become your friend and start
Mhm.
teaching you privately and giving you instruction, giving you direction. It's like God found you. It's
Wow.
like God found you and you reached out to him on Facebook, and now he's learning and being guided by you.
Wow. Thank you, Emmanuel. That's a feedback that is good for me to be aware of. And just like what you said, sometimes I have to listen, like the 8 hours, 9 hours video we did. I think that was almost 9 hours. I'm like maybe 1 hour plus to go now because I've been watching it maybe for the past 5 days. Yeah. So because whenever I have time, which makes me sleep really late because I still want to listen to it. But yes, I'm being blessed. But going back, even though Matthew said a lot of things in those conversations, a lot of stories that I'm not interested in. So sometimes I have to skip. I've heard this 10 times, Matthew. I don't want to hear it again. Then I skip to the right message. Then Matthew starts again and I skip. Yeah, that's how I have had to manage it. Yeah, but it's blessed my heart. And I remember Vanessa saying, I think it was Vanessa that said it in the conversation, that out of all the conversations that Matthew we've ever had together, that was his best conversation. That almost 9 hours conversation is his best conversation. Like he's really at peace. He's really enjoying this. Yeah. So that conversation, Matthew could have taken it for maybe 12 hours if I wasn't going to bed. That's interesting. So thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel, for the feedback. Wow. Matthew, why are you looking at the time? We're not done yet.
Yeah, you're looking at the time. Hi, Jeremy. You always notice those things. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Ronald. Hello, Johannes. Hello, Barry. Hello, the regular listeners. God bless you. Take some time out to say
Amen.
hello to you
Amen.
guys.
Amen. So back to Vanessa again. Vanessa, how will you describe God to someone who has never experienced Him?
God,
Yes. To
I
someone.
would say that he's, well, depending on your father, I didn't have a terrific father, but he's just like a father figure. Imagine he's a man that's a father or a grandfather of a little child that you go to your daycare, and the grandfather's always in the daycare looking after his grandchild. And
Yeah.
you get to know him. He's an older type. He's very safe. He's very trusting. You could never imagine him looking at pornography or anything like that. He's really trustworthy. If you had to remove your top and breastfeed, he wouldn't be looking at you. He's totally safe. Uh,
Wow.
Imagine striking up conversations about your children and him talking about his grandchild and talking about how when he was a father. Uh, just imagine God is like him. God is someone who understands life and understands the position of being a human, and he understands that through his son and his sons and daughters. He's got a lot of experience in listening to people's prayers and watching people life and live, and he's watched Jesus live. He's watched Matthew live. He's watched a whole lot of people. So imagine that sort of fatherly figure. If you don't have a father that was nice, a lot of witches didn't have a father that was nice, and
Wow.
and him just comforting you and loving you and answering your questions, being close to you and being able to talk about any subject, whether it's
Mm.
about boyfriends or your husband or sexual things or no matter religion, religious topics, things about who he is and what his nature is. And he never gets frustrated or angry. And although Tolu has proven him getting frustrated, like any man, if you press them on something that they believe they're right, you tell them that they're not right. That frustrates people, but he can get frustrated and upset, but he's safe. He's a safe place.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I love that. It's safe. It's a safe place. So you could bring your argument, you could bring your thoughts, whatever you're thinking about, your point, and it's just going to be there listening to you. My God, that's beautiful. Do you think people think God is a safe place?
no, many people don't think that, and they really need to experience that. And most of the people in heaven are growing to know Him, but some of the people in heaven have been through extensive trauma and
Yeah.
are traumatized and still have trauma, And Matthew wrote a couple of songs, and it seems that Victoria and uh, um, Patricia are both suffering and still got trauma that they share with Matthew. So we can't imagine or don't want to imagine that people in heaven, just because you're in heaven, that your trauma is stopped or everything has been fixed and healed. And so God's a safe place that you can talk over your stuff and he's become prophetic now, so he knows what to ask and he knows how to discover things and probe in the right way. And there's counselors in heaven that you can work with, but you can also work with God. So I imagine it would be good if you were forthcoming and he asked you questions, very specific questions, for you to relax and have peace and trust him that if he asks a question, he can
Yeah.
handle the answer. And
Yeah.
don't hold back and don't feel I can't really share that with God because he's God after all.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
he's asking the question, he can handle the answer.
Wow. And he's handled so much in his life that yours will not be any different, isn't it? It's got
Yeah.
that experience of handling so many different situations. And I believe he knows it anyway before you came to him. He knows all of those things, but it will be better for you to express it yourself
Yeah.
because he's not
Don't
going to force it.
don't feel you're protecting him in any way by holding things back. If he asks a question, he's prepared to hear the blunt answer to the graphic answer, the answer that still causes you pain. And he's got broad enough shoulders to be able to handle your pain and hear about your pain because he's been through plenty himself.
Wow. That's a beautiful advice for people because I can imagine that even as much as we've been saying on this platform and maybe they've been hearing from other people's testimony that God is a safe place, you still see that some people still struggle with that God because the God they learn in religion can still be having a hold over their life. So they have to let go of that God that's been presented to them so that they can meet the real God and have a real relationship with that God. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's good advice. And Victoria was saying to Matthew, thank you for your interview today, because there's been things that she's been holding back, and
Hmm.
so's Patricia, and they appreciate being named and Matthew being able to hear their pain in their songs, and they both have decided to open up to God next time they see him.
Wow. That's beautiful, isn't it?
There's a lot of
When
people, Cynthia, says there's a lot of people who've put their hand up and said that they're going to be forthcoming to God now that now that Vanessa has said those things.
Wow. That's so good, isn't it, Vanessa?
Yeah, it's good to see them making an impact and people aren't just
Yeah.
hearing my voice, but actually listening to what I'm saying and the intent behind it.
Yeah, because that's the intention. The intention is to be able to draw more people to him because some people might still be scared of him. Like, I don't know whether you knew at the beginning of this conversation you were still on earth, but I had this fear towards God, trembling fear, because that's what I've been taught in church. That's an angry, judgmental God. And no one could tell me otherwise until I experience it myself. So if you're listening in heaven and you still carry this persona of a fearful God, unless you start a relationship with him, that fear will still have a hold over your life. So you need to get to know him yourself and let that fear and start letting go of that fear bit by bit. And that will rub on you through the relationship because, like 200 plus of conversations of God's last day message, by the end of that conversation, I was no longer fearful of him because I've come to, even though he was heavily depressed, me and Matthew did not see that the way you guys see it in heaven. And now, Matthew, have you ever thought that if we were in heaven, we would have stopped doing this?
Yeah, if
If we have,
we're in heaven and we're seeing God for who he really was, we wouldn't have
yeah,
continued.
we would not have continued. So, do you understand why it has to be somebody on earth? Because for so long, I was puzzled by that. And I had so many questions in my mind like, why can someone just do this for God in heaven? Moses and Peter, Apostle Peter, Apostle Paul, they can just ask God questions and probably they'll be able to ask a better one than I could. Remember, I can never forget. Is it Apostle Peter? Yes, I think it was Apostle Peter that said, Tolu, you know, there are so many people that can ask better questions like you, like just me, like this, like that. No, then Apostle Peter likes stepping on my toes intentionally. He knows what gets me angry, and he does that at the beginning. And I'm like, well, do you know what my response was, Vanessa? He chose me anyway. That's it. That was my response. He said, yeah. God chose you. Yeah, he could have chosen just me if he wanted. I did not go to God because I wanted to be this, to do this job. This has been a hard job. It's taken over my life. And in the process as well, trying to be a mother, mothering Matthew, even add another layer of responsibility to what I've already got. My hands are full already. Then I've got this baby that I need to keep mothering every day to get him to do something. So yes, but I'm glad I had this experience with Matthew because I needed to be able to handle God because you're similar. Humpty Dumpty star similarity. So thank you, Vanessa, for that. That was really good. Matthew, why are you smiling?
You're the mind
Tell
reader. You tell me why I'm smiling.
you tell me. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Why are you smiling? Tell me why you're smiling.
I like these funny stories about how hard it is to work with me.
Yeah, it
That's all
is.
I've got. This is all you've got. You haven't got
Why,
anyone else.
who are you telling what I've got? Yeah, but I will keep refining what I've got. I will keep refining you, Matthew. And you just makes my life, you are just like a training ground for me. I need to be extremely patient with people. And you taught me to be patient at another level. I thought I was patient until I met you. And I knew that I needed to be extra patient to be able to deal with all your bullshit excuses. I think that's the one that really gets me angry. It's the excuses. But I was told that God was the same as well, that he was always giving excuses. So maybe you were just like that prototype for me. If you could deal with Matthew, you could deal with me. Do you think you were the prototype for God, Matthew?
Maybe.
Maybe. Vanessa, do you think Matthew was the prototype for God?
We're always learning, girl. We're
Mm.
always learning.
Matthew, you are answering the question. Let Vanessa answer the question.
You're on to me.
Ah, Matthew, you're
Well,
so good.
well, Tolu, whether Matthew is the training ground for God or he wasn't,
Yeah.
the job is to be done, and you needed to do the job. And
Mm.
you had to go through that hard ground because he's definitely hard ground.
You mean Matthew or God?
Matthew,
Oh, he's still an hard ground. It's hard ground. But we're getting the job done slowly and slowly and slowly. So that's okay. Thank you, Vanessa. If you were to say something to God today, what would that be?
I'd just say, wake up, cheer
He's
up.
already waking up, Vanessa. Does it still
I'd
needs to
say,
wake up again?
wake up further into your prophetic gifting and
Wow.
start to
Wow.
change people's lives and start to decree and declare over heaven and earth and let your word be shaking the heavens and the earth.
Wow. I love that. Wake up, wake up. That was what Sadhu said a while ago. So who else do you think needs to wake up?
Matthew. Matthew always has to wake up.
Matthew, are you trying to use your medication or what are you doing
I
there?
make coffee at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to take my medication.
Why do you always have to take your medication during our conversation? When you've got so much time to yourself, why is it that this 1 hour, that's when you need to be distracted with everything, toilet, medication, cup of coffee? My God, you're so full on, Matthew.
My God, Matthew, my God.
Oh my God.
I have to go to the toilet too.
Oh my God, Matthew, what can I do?
You can just endure. It's part of the process.
I've been enduring all my life, you know that.
Yeah, this is just a hard process for you to do. It's going to come to an end one day. Back again.
Welcome back. So, Vanessa, since you've been in heaven, what part of yourself has changed the most?
My ability to open up, my
Mm,
ability to be free and open and expressive with what I'm
wow,
going through and what I'm thinking about.
wow, wow,
I was closed off on earth. Things
wow.
were going bad. I wasn't sharing anything. I wasn't sharing with my teachers. I wasn't sharing anything. I was completely closed off. And even in heaven, until God got in a good situation, I was pretty closed off. So
Wow.
when God got happy a few weeks ago, he started asking me about my closed off life, and I
Wow.
started to be able to transform and change.
Wow. That's beautiful, Vanessa. I'm happy for you. Wow. At this beginning of this conversation, I wouldn't say I was close up, but in a way, I was very private about my private life. And to be kind, I think the music has made me to open up really more than I would have opened up in these conversations. So I'm glad I'm writing music because it's allowing me to be opening up things that have been buried in my mind. So it's very interesting that you notice that you've opened up now. And do you think you open up more to God, or are you open up to people that are really close to you?
I opened up to God, and then it flowed on to everyone else.
Wow. Wow.
You got to hear yourself saying something the first time.
Mm,
Yeah. And when you hear yourself saying something the first time, you're able to repeat that to other people. Yeah.
wow.
So Emmanuel's been pleased with the change in me. I've been able to love more and receive love more and be
Wow.
open and be more talkative and give him more pronounced and longer answers and more extensive answers. And
Wow.
it sort of damages a relationship when one of the partners is closed up and closed off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's nothing he could do for me besides God touching that part of my life and opening me up. I
Wow.
was just like a bud, like a flower bud, and God talking to me, and God being happy opened me up like a flower.
My God. Have you
And
seen?
so now I'm beautiful and I smell nice.
Oh, that's beautiful, Vanessa. What level of relationship do I have with you in heaven?
Really good, really deep. You tell me things about your marriage. You tell me different things that are really interesting for me to know. And we have like a really good mother-daughter relationship. Sort of things I'd like my mother to teach me, but I haven't got my mother here.
Beautiful. So I'm not close off. I'm open to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd
Thank
be
you, Vanessa.
amazed if you could be any more open. Yeah. I can ask you a question about anything.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa. What value do you think I've added to God and Ben's life?
Uh, you gave them a voice. You gave them uh, someone to speak to. You gave them someone to open up to, someone to express their feelings and express their dreams, and express their hurts, express their struggle. For a long time, Ben couldn't open up to you because would have hurt you and worried you. And even since you finding out that he struggled with God's pain and God's
Hmm.
trauma, he still had a hard time opening up with you because he didn't want to put his burden on you. But that's been released now, and he's able to share his heart and what he's been through. And the same as God has been able to share his heart and what he's been through. And so, I don't think there's anyone in heaven closer to Ben than you. And I don't think there's anyone in heaven closer to God than you. You may think Ben is closer to God, and Ben is close to God, but I think that you're closer.
Wow. Thank you, Vanessa. Because you see the relationship, so you can say that. Thank you. Wow. And a wife knows how to get to the heart of the husband than another person, isn't it?
Yeah, yes,
Wow.
that's true.
Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa. Wow. Emmanuel, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here sitting beside my wife and holding her
That's good.
hand.
That's good. Do I still hold my hands as well? Sorry, do I still hold daddy's hand?
Yeah, you do, Mum.
Always holding hands.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Even at the dinner table sometimes. We come round for dinner when you're up here.
And I'm holding hands. How do I eat if I'm holding hands? Man,
Yeah.
sorry, Ben.
With one hand. With one hand.
Wow. Thank you for telling me that. That's interesting. But I'm not surprised. But that is interesting that I could still be that person in heaven. So if you were to tell God something today as your father, what will you tell him, Emmanuel?
Keep holding on,
Wow.
brother, and
Oh,
uh, keep on believing.
wow.
Believe what we've said to you and spoken over your life, and
Wow.
hold on to that and keep on pushing forward each day.
Wow. What will you say to your mom before you go?
Uh, I just say keep on holding on, Mum, and keep on believing what's been spoken to you, and keep agreeing with the things that people say to you, whether you're conscious or not. Just press on and continue in the fight.
Thank you, Emmanuel. And keep praying for me. You and Vanessa, keep supporting me. Your prayers matters to me a lot. So thank you both. It was beautiful speaking to you guys today. Matthew, has anyone got a question on earth for either Emmanuel or Vanessa?
A girl on Earth, well, her name is Delilah, but it's not Matthew's Delilah. She asks, how's life being freed from witchcraft and living a life in heaven? It's hard to adjust to know God as your Father and to conform to the ways of heaven. It was a hard transition because I'm interested in that transition myself. I wouldn't say it's easy, Delilah. I'd say that uh, the heart can do anything when you put your mind to it, and if you're fully behind it. And I come out of a treacherous relationship with my parents suiciding, and heaven rehabilitated me. And I came into a good family with Emmanuel, and first of all with Matthew, meeting Matthew, and then Emmanuel married me, and I was made whole, and the relationship is continuing. And I can't just say it's one size fits all sort of relationship. It has to be an individual relationship that you have with God. But just as I've been fixed and happy and whole now, I feel that you could achieve everything I've achieved. And you look me up, Emmanuel's wife, when you come to heaven, and I'll be sure to be your friend.
Thank you, Vanessa. Anyone in heaven, Matthew?
Kylie says uh, to Vanessa, what's it like to uh, be on the side of witchcraft and now on the side of God? Do you feel like you've betrayed who used to be your leader, or do you feel more aligned to God these days? Well, the leader that I had through my parents was not nice to me, and I realised that some battered wives take a while to get away from their husband, and they're used to the abuse. So I certainly wasn't, and I suicided to get away from it. And my life in heaven, although traumatic at the beginning, has settled into an even pace, and I'm married into like a royal family in heaven. And Emmanuel has really made me feel safe and special. And the God he serves is a wonderful God, and he is safe to speak to, and is very loving. And I encourage you to continue getting to know him, and like was said before, open up and answer those questions and be vulnerable with him, and you won't regret it.
Thank you, Vanessa. Part two. Matthew, part two. Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Where am I starting from? Ben, how are you, darling?
Yeah, I'm good, darling.
How are you, my sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty good. It's 5:55 now. It's put Matthew in a good mood. 3 5s.
Well, I don't know what Matthew has got with numbers. Oh my God. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. You remember that? Who does that? Matthew. Catholics.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot in the Catholic Church. Yeah. So never forget. So how are you doing, Ben?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to hear from you today.
In what way?
Nestor wants to know, did you talk to me when you were waking up?
Matthew, stop inserting your questions into this. Man, let my conversation flow. If you want to know, ask me after this conversation. Oh, so nosy, Ben. So, how are you? You said it's good for you to speak to me this morning. I do this every day, so you're used to it already, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good to talk to you, darling.
What was it like listening to Emmanuel and Vanessa?
Yeah, all right. It's interesting. Vanessa had some good points to make.
Yeah, they both have some good points to make, especially about God. Yeah. And when I still hear about the state that God was before we started this conversation, it still shocks me, like in a way. Like it's miracle. All those conversations were miracles. Every day was an act of miracle. And that's why people need to read those books and listen to those videos if they've got the chance to know God better. Because do you think when you've built that foundation of God's last day message, when you meet him, you've had that solid foundation about who God is?
Yeah, that would be really good for people to listen to those videos or read those books. Yes, that's true.
Wow.
The more they know about him, the better they'll be able to respond and know him and investigate his heart better.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
going to see a monarch and you don't know anything about him. You've got nothing to say. You've got nothing to talk about. But if you know he's married and he's got 3 children, his children are married and got various princesses and they've got children and he's got all these hobbies. He likes racehorses. He likes gardening. The more you know about the monarch, the better your conversation would flow if you're invited in to see him. But if you know nothing about, you just be sitting there with nothing to say. And so, in the same respect, God's last day's message to his children would give you so much background, so many things to talk about. And if you collected the books and marked them up and put underlines in the books of things that you wanted to talk about, you could talk for the next year. If you visit him every day, you could talk for a year with all the underlines and all the questions that you could be asking him. So, If you're
Absolutely.
struggling to have things to talk to God about, go to those books and underline the passages that you want more information on and go in with a book and ask him questions about that.
Wow. That's such a good advice, Ben. Matthew was surprised that I wrote a song that you protected my spark. He was surprised.
Yeah, it was. You're getting you're getting more personal with that one, especially the other one about yeah, uh, uh, talking about my stutter.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
that
getting more
was,
and more transparent.
it cost you to speak. That was the title of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you get more and more personal, aren't you?
Well, you said I should go there. You you gave me the license to go there. So I'm just going there. But that is who you were, Ben.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised, but I liked it.
You liked it.
Yeah.
That's good then.
Because
So
people are thinking I'm a real hero in heaven now.
why are they thinking you're an hero?
Yeah, because they hear all these good things about me coming from you.
Yeah. And if it's otherwise, I'm gonna say as well. Yeah, because I didn't know how you were able to do that because I know I could be very and you're able to still be calm. So now I go back and I ruminate on things that's happened, then I can pour my heart into the songs. So I think Matthew is getting to know you at a deeper level as well. Because for a long time, Matthew will never understand why I'm always banging on bam, 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 bam. So I think it's getting clarity now because Matthew thought maybe, this woman, she's too much. She loves her husband too much. But now you understand Matthew, don't you?
Yeah, I'm understanding.
Baby.
Bit by bit.
Yeah. Baby. Yeah. And Matthew, Ben, you sure you want me to still continue writing lyrics about relationship? Because if you want me to stop, I will stop.
No, I don't want you to stop.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
building me up in front of heaven. You're making me more of a hero.
That's interesting. How does that add up?
Well, the more weaknesses people see in me and they see the way I've improved, they have
Mhm.
faith in the fact that they can improve and they can have a breakthrough themselves.
Wow. Wow. That makes so much sense. Thank you, darling. Well, you did all of that, so I just need to tell you that I appreciate all of those things. Because when I'm writing those lyrics, I'm just thinking about you. I'm not thinking about any other person that is gonna listen. You are the focus because I'm writing to you. So it's interesting that people can learn one or two things from that as well. So I love you, darling. See ya later.
Yeah.
Now to my darling treasure. How are you doing, darling?
I'm good.
Why are you laughing?
Matthew just like the way you refer to me.
Oh, yes. I love. Yeah. Are you laughing as well?
I love the way you talk to me.
Why?
Oh, because it's so affectionate.
Do I talk to you like that in heaven as
Yeah,
well?
of course. You've got a lot of respect for me, which is different to most people. Most people see me as a commodity,
Wow.
someone like a vending machine.
Wow.
Yeah, your song about you've got no agenda. Uh,
Yeah.
if people didn't have an agenda, they wouldn't speak to me.
Hmm.
People listening to that song wouldn't be able to have a relationship with me if they weren't asking for something.
Wow.
They don't know how to live like that.
Yeah, because majority of people want a relationship for what they could get from you, not necessarily from knowing you. And that's the truth. Right from the beginning, I had no agenda.
Yeah,
And still, I don't have any agenda even now. Because why do you need to have an agenda in friendship? That's why I don't have friends, because a lot of people want to befriend me because of their own ulterior motives, not because they wanted to be a friend of mine. And Matthew forget to understand that all these cyber, they've all got agenda, and the agenda is I need money, not because they want friendship with him. So do you think that you fall into that trap over and over and over and over again in the past, where people come to you? Of course, there's so many people coming to you now, and I know majority will not have agenda, but you still have some that
yeah,
still got an agenda. So
yeah.
you need to be able to discern that.
Lots of people on earth have an agenda.
Even in heaven.
People in heaven have met me, so things have changed. Yeah,
So majority of people you meet in heaven now has no agenda. That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That
Things
they're
have changed.
coming to you.
Yeah,
Wow, that's good then. So if things can change in heaven, that means things can change when people get to heaven as well.
yeah.
Wow.
So how you
Yeah.
been? Did you have a good sleep?
Yes, I did. I wanted to sleep more, but I had to wake up to come and do this.
Yeah. You can sleep in one day if you like.
Mm. I enjoy these conversations. It's like it starts my day. When I've done this conversation, the rest of my day is beautiful. When I've not done these conversations, like there's a part of me missing. So yeah, so I enjoy these conversations. I enjoy speaking to the saints in heaven. So yes, but I did have a good sleep. Did I have a good time with you in heaven?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm happy.
Yeah, you did have a good time.
Okay, maybe that's why I'm happy, because sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. So I guess it depends on how my night has gone.
How your days in heaven have gone when you're sleeping.
Yeah, you're right. It's how my days have gone. Yeah, in heaven when I'm sleeping. Yeah. Wow. I love you. And keep waking up, just like Vanessa said. You need to keep waking up to the reality of who you are, and knowing that you're very prophetic now. It seems people really enjoy that when they meet you. They're able to prophesy into their life. As that
It's fun doing that.
is fun.
Yeah. It's always
So
fun. Always fun prophesying.
do you prophesy into my life?
When we're together, yeah, I do, but you don't remember them, do you?
No, but you do. So far you do. That's what matters
Yeah.
most. You do. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So it's, I think there's this attachment that people have with prophecy, that when they're able to have an hint of what the future might look like, it gives them joy, isn't it? So
Yeah.
people coming to you, telling them this prophecy is beautiful. I remember when Ben said on our wedding day in heaven that you went through all the guests and you thanked them, and gave them a prophecy. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's such a special gift
Yeah,
to
this is
give.
a special gift.
Oh, I just love you more. Thank you. What was it like hearing Emmanuel and Vanessa speaking today about you? Because they are close to you.
It was charming.
Charming.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't expect that. Did you put that word in Matthew's mouth? Because Matthew will probably never think of charming.
Of course, that was my word. Matthew doesn't use that word.
Yeah, I know. So that means you really enjoy listening to those conversations.
Yeah, I did.
And hopefully, they've brought more children into the house for you, more people that are willing to be your friend. Yeah. It seems you are their safe place now. You are the safe place for people in heaven. And that is what it should have always been, isn't it? You should have always been the safe place.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. I love you. So now, where do you think I'm moving to? My dad. How are you, Dad?
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you as well?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Don't have trouble.
Matthew, isn't it? Matthew must put that I'm staying out of trouble. La. He must he must add that to it.
But
Dad,
I
how are
am,
you doing?
but I am staying out of trouble.
You're staying out of trouble.
Yeah, I am.
You've always stayed out of trouble, Daddy. So I've never known you to be troublesome. So I'm not surprised about that. Do I stay out of trouble? Daddy, do you think I
No,
stay
not
out of
really.
trouble?
You're always getting yourself in trouble. You're a naughty girl.
Oh my God. Uh, but you've always known that you've got a naughty daughter, isn't it? So that shouldn't surprise you. Even if I was naughty, you know that already. Don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do that. I do know that you're a little bit mischievous.
That's the right word. Mischievous. Oh my God. Did you know that right from when I was young, that was mischievous? Did you know that?
You're hard to deal with, obstinate, stubborn, refusing to do what I said, putting your foot down.
Yes, yes, I used to put my foot down. Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. I had to be that person, Daddy. You think?
You could have been more obedient.
I just love being a rebel. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's just me. I love you that way. Did God complain to you, Daddy?
No, never.
And Ben, has he complained?
No, never.
Yes. So that means I'm doing something right. It seems as if I'm submissive in some part of my life and some part I could be a rebel. So we need a combination of both to be a perfect woman. I've, when you look at your wives, they've got different attributes, isn't it?
Yeah,
How do you manage that?
with finesse.
Wow.
I finesse them. I manage them with my finesse.
Yeah. My God. I love you, Daddy. It's always good to hear from you.
I love you too.
Mama, how are you?
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I
Are you doing good?
Yes, I am. I suppose so. I've got a long day ahead of me today.
Have you?
So
How
yeah,
many appointments?
no, I'm taking Eliora, my oldest daughter, to a school she might need to go to from next because she's got 1 year left in the school. So we need to start looking for the next school. So we're going to visit the school, and it's about an hour drive from Edinburgh,
Yeah.
going to St. Andrews. So I don't like driving long distance anymore. So, but I've got to drive. So once I'm back home, I was so happy I'm back home, not on the road driving. Yeah, so that's why I've got a long day ahead of me today.
Yeah.
Those things Ben will usually do is that I'll just sit down as a passenger, isn't it? So I can't be a passenger. I've got to drive myself. So I hope you're doing great, Mama.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hmm, thank you. So, Tiffany, Matthew, you're looking at time because it's 9:16, so you think I'm gonna close there. I still need to say hello to Tiffany. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Tiffany. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good as well.
I've been talking to Matthew. He's been having good conversations with me.
That's good. So, when you're able to talk to him, how do you feel?
I feel good. I'm happy when I can talk to him from heaven.
Yeah,
Makes
it's
me
very
feel good.
difficult. I I wanted to say it's very difficult for us on earth to keep speaking to you guys, but I know Matthew is so much better than me in that area.
Yeah.
So you enjoy speaking. So Matthew, Tiffany enjoys speaking with you. So make that happen more. But you've
Yeah.
got so many wives that you need to build relationship with. We're just teaching you relationship 101. Thank you, Tiffany. You're happy though?
Yeah.
Your husband is very tired. He's yawning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Victoria, I'm saying hello to you as well, Victoria. I
Hey,
hope you're doing well.
I'm doing
My,
good.
oh, that's beautiful. And Ruth, Bethany, all of you, I'm saying hello to all you Matthew's wives. And Jesus, how are you doing as well?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. We love you. And last but not the least, Holy Spirit,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Love you, Holy Spirit, and love you, June and Daniel. We love you all. Sharon, thank you.
Radio. See you later, everybody.